But
the
I can
Miles Morales.
take that because at least Miles Morales is himself. I watched something that they said Miles Morales is like getting stronger than Peter Parker, and I'm just like, all right, whatever.
Actually, he's supposed to be stronger than Peter Parker.
Why?
His symbiote version of him is stronger than Peter Parker's version of his symbiote because the version that Miles get is corrupted by Carnage and Venom when he gets it.
It
And
don't matter. All I'm saying is Marvel did a very good job of including us. Black Panther came out in 68.
when
1968.
did
I
when
don't
did
want
Luke?
that to be a fact, but
So as much as people love Black Panther, bro, look at Luke Cage. People ignore Luke Cage.
but but that's what I'm saying. Like we don't need these people. I don't need you to change the person up and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and make it a black woman with dreads. I don't need you to change Daphne up and make a Indian woman. Like it's so many dope artists out there. We were just talking to one of them a couple of weeks ago that got his own series coming out. We got
Yeah,
Corey Kenshin that's got a series coming out. We got an interview with a gentleman in the next couple of days. Got a comic series coming out. My brother Miles is like,
I'm working on
why
one.
do we continue to touch stuff that don't need to be touched instead of building our legacy from here? Static Shock is one of the dopest people, the dopest animated series, and they have not touched Static Shock yet. Static Shock
But
had us on hook for WB back in the day, but we keep
so
touching stuff we don't need to touch.
so here's the thing about this goes back to the media representation, right? When people aren't, let's take it back to the last show, right? Artistry aside, who would you rather have a hero based off of as a artist? Would you rather have a hero based off of Drake as a artist or a hero based off Kendrick?
Oh my!
And it's funny because we talk about it during Black History Month, and the person to create a video game cartridge was a black guy, was engineered by a black guy. It's a lot of black people in this industry that just we don't know.
So now to them, I say, why don't they create a game? Black video game developers throughout history.
Custom built to play one game. Then there were home video game.
I mean, let me see if I could get somewhere for us.
I fucking hate Reddit. Somebody said we gave you niggas 2K.
See? But see, that's what I'm saying. But that's why but bro.
I've definitely made teams all black when I'm playing NCAA, bro.
How can you be virtually racist?
At an all white school. Because I definitely played with Texas when I played NCAA.
You got to go somewhere like I'm gonna say you got to go somewhere like what would be the Oregon State or something like that. But all I'm saying is we just need to develop it. This gonna continue to go back. We are so worried about who won, who won the battle between Kendrick and all of that. Like Kendrick just said, he coming out with an animated series with the people who created South Park. That should be what we focus on. Supposed to, you know why it's hard for
I'm glad you just brought
hard.
that up. That Good Time series that they put out.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch it?
What Good Time series?
They put a Good Time series out recently. When they pretty much did like.
Gotcha. They took the original Good Time, scrapped the whole thing, and made it something new, and it was a little bit more stereotypical.
Yeah.
You see, but that's we gotta stop doing. We gotta stop doing it. We gotta stop doing that. We gotta stop doing that. Y'all could have touched anything in the world. You know why Baby Kids was a classic?
Why you said that?
Baby Ki- Baby Kids was a classic because it was an animation. I know that's common knowledge, but Baby Kids and any other, you could have had a live action Baby Kids and it just becomes just another movie. But Baby Kids was dope because it was an animation. And it's a cult classic that you can still go watch to this day and it still hits. Nothing has changed. It still hit. So why did that stop? If we was creating Bebe's Kids back in the day, we had a 50 Cent game back in the day. Why did that stop?
It's just the motivation to be those type of people because the video game protagonists would be 50 Cent, the 25 to life, which is niggas killing people, Afro Samurai games, the Bad Boy series, which is based off movies.
So
Barkley,
you telling
which
me
most of them are based off video games. I mean, of sports.
yeah, that's what I say. Take sports out of it. Why can't we have video games?
The first Crackdown was a black protagonist.
In the first Crackdown, the first Crackdown is a top 10 game because of the way that you can play it, and you can literally go to the biggest and baddest boss, but you might not have been strong enough. Now, if you had the skills to run around for 15 hours and knock them out, you beat the game the moment you go in. But you had to level up, then go to the boss that you had the same level. But it was really open world. It allowed you to do whatever you wanted to do. So all I'm saying is we've had dope stuff. We don't need to change nothing. We just need to change it. And I vowed I'm gonna be one of the people that's gonna make sure things get changed because you can't tell me a black. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I know a lot of brothers who watch anime and play video games that will not let women know that they do these things because it's seen as lame. But what they don't know is that for a lot of black men, playing video games and watching anime is a way to get away from the world. It puts your mind at ease, not for only black men, but a lot of women as well. So if they ever felt like they was a lame, I'm here to tell you now that like you got to get rid of that. Like if the person that you getting with don't want you to be playing video games or watching anime, you might not want to be with them. You might not want to be with them at all because I don't think ain't nothing sexier than a woman saying, "Hey, sweetie, you want to go watch Dragon Ball Z?"
No.
Ain't nothing
No.
sexier
No.
than they saying you want to go watch what's that new one, Solo Leveling.
No. I can tell you something sexier than that.
Ain't nothing sexier than you want to play Mario Kart.
I can tell you.
I'm just saying.
I can tell
Y'all
you. I can tell
always
you.
try to tell us.
It's a slight step farther than that. It's one when she already got that shit on, and you know what time it is when you walk in the house. Hey, we finna watch. You know what you finna watch,
Bruh. Let's order some DoorDash. Let's get some Illuminatis and put on Dragon Ball Z.
Shout out to Stocks.
Let's watch some OG. Let's watch some OG. Let's watch Ghost in the Shell.
Bro, you talk about Ghost in the Shell. I walked in on a chick watching Ghost Stories.
Bruh. Listen. Wife, forgive me for what I'm about to say if you see this, but Megan Thee Stallion went up a couple points when I realized she watched anime.
Megan Thee Stallion busting overseas because she watched anime.
I didn't even like Megan Thee Stallion, but like that. But I'm gonna be honest with you. She said she watched anime and Ben watched anime. I'm like, oh word.
But look how that separated herself from every other. Look at how that separated herself from every other city girl.
I find that to be dope. It ain't just got to be anime. Like I got hype off of Mortal Kombat, the newest Mortal Kombat movie. I was hype as hell just to have somebody that matched that energy. Because if you find somebody that matches that energy, it ain't always about Fenty, Louis Vuitton, all of the materialistic things. Like you can literally sit there with your band, sit there and go through a whole anime or play
And y'all
video
just
games,
and
and y'all
y'all ran to
connecting,
Walmart and spent
y'all
like
connecting, y'all
20 bucks on
bonding.
t-shirts.
Like, bruh, Comic Con rolling around, y'all rolling up to Comic Con together. Ain't nothing better than that, man. See that should be the wave right there. That should be the wave right there. When they say relationship goals is not flying over to Turks and Caicos and spending six to seven bands. Relationship goals is Friday night. Grab a bottle of that Kevin Hart tequila. We gonna watch a couple of episodes of this anime, and then what we gonna do is we gonna turn on the game, and whoever wins, you know, the reward is bountiful. That's dope. That's dope because then you have kids and your kids see that, and it's going to continue to be a connection that y'all build from. Now I ain't saying everybody got to be the same, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's just me. That's just me. But back to video game developers. If you had to create a game, what would it be based on?
Mm, mm. I want to do a zombie apocalypse thing, like from a hood perspective, right? And how the news will probably be broadcast to us at the same time. I don't know if I would want to be first person or third.
I think third person would probably be best. Third
And
person.
how and
Remember,
how
think of a zombie attack in Harlem. Like every time they gave us a zombie game, it was somewhere on the outskirts where there was a flock of zombies, but that's all there ever is.
the
It's
closest thing
just
we ever
flock
got
of
to a
zombies.
rural area was like the mall and Dust the Dawn. Was it Dust the Dawn? Not Dust the
Dawn
Dawn,
to
but
dust to dawn.
the
Yeah,
one with
from
the
dust to
movies
dawn.
and the one with the mall. And World War Z, but the World War Z zombies, don't nobody want to see them motherfuckers.
Yeah, they started doing too much. Like, let a zombie be stupid and slow. Their power is in numbers, not
Yeah,
in being able to think like a human. Like, no, don't nobody want a Resident Evil world. Like, imagine just having a video. That's what we really need, either a game or what we could do is shoot like an actual document or a docu series, zombies in the hood. That'd be dope because then we'll have a realistic approach. Imagine you like a montage of, all right, honey, I'm going to work today, and then you gotta back out and it's just zombies brain dead walking in your yard. You ain't worried about them because they not just coming at you like that. But you gotta maneuver a certain way. You know what I mean? Like even if they get their hands on you, they weak. Like
you.
they ain't got muscle like that, but you just can't just sit up there and let them bite you on the neck and kiss you and all of that.
So due to the fact that I kind of know how I would sell that, I know exactly how I would sell that. I would sell it Shaun of the Dead, but by the Wayans brothers.
There you go,
I would
right
write
there,
that movie and go into an
right there.
office and say, "What I have right here is Shaun of the Dead, but by the Wayans brothers."
You drop that October 1st, it'll be hot. It will be liquid gold. It would be
With
everybody will
trailers
be
and
on
everything leading up to it.
it. Yeah, like it'd be dope as hell. Yeah, I see it. You just threw me off. I ain't even thought about the game that I would make. I always wondered why they didn't just make it like a real life. I know it would be. It's almost like Grand Theft Auto, but you could make like a real life simulator, right? Like you just make one big game, So take Grand Theft Auto. You could go get a job. You could go to school. You could level up. Imagine you put Monopoly in with Grand Theft Auto. You could go to school. You could level up. You can. It's like Sims meets Grand Theft Auto meets Monopoly. But then these currencies translate into real life. You see what I'm saying? So if you
Yeah.
own property in the game, that's your property. You can charge people rent for it to stay there, and you make money in real life. You see, it's like I think that'd be dope. I think that'd be dope, and you just update it every so often to make sure the graphics is good, and you just can do different things over time. But basically, what you could do is you could create a real life simulator, a real life simulator. You can dress a certain type of way, all of that, because then at least it could be engaging. Like it could be engaging. You could really be thugging it like that. You could choose that path in life. You could really be a police officer and track people who thugging it like that. You could be just a person who flips pizza.
So Call of Duty
Fashion.
mixed with Watchmen, Watch Dogs.
Yeah, just yeah. You could be you could choose whatever path you want to choose. You could be an assassin.
You got me up here
I
trying to
think
plan
that.
this shit out.
What'd you say?
I'm up here trying to plan this movie out.
The zombie, see? But that's what I'm saying. Like we don't. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's too many. It's too many people in the community. That's dope, man. Trapped in anime. That's in Indianapolis that put together all of the like skits and everything. Y'all dope as hell. We should get together and create like a
You said they call Trapped in Anime?
like it's called Trapped in Anime. They got in Indianapolis. They're gonna be at the Indianapolis Comic Con. I'm trying to establish communications and network with everybody from California to Michigan to Chicago back down to Louisiana. If you're a part of the community, like, come on, man, this is such a dope community. We could literally put on that, like, create our own movie because at some point they're gonna try to exploit it. At least it's us. You got the
At least
black
they
nerd. I forget
ourselves.
what you say. What you
I
say?
say at least us exploiting ourselves.
Yeah, like this is don't nobody care about us right now. Ain't nobody like what we should be doing is be such a force that we they fumbling so hard. Like the second Black Panther should have never happened. Should have never happened. There's too many plot holes in it. They destroyed it. Like how Black Panther and everybody else go to Iron Man's funeral, but then nobody show up for him. How you take one of the strongest black characters out because we
First
know he
off,
died in real life, but then
if you
the
really want to
sister
have a
slowly falls in
conversation
love
about
with
it,
somebody from what'd you say?
Black Panther movie wasn't supposed to be as big as what it was.
But I continue to say it like it's Black Panther was as big as it was because for the first time in history, right? It's a few communities that came along together. So first you had the black community. The black community is going to support it. But then you're gonna have the anime community, the people who loves anime, and then Marvel. So it was the perfect ingredients, and it's gonna be big every single time because we got something outside of just drama and thugging it. We had our first hero. These are
No,
every.
bro, that's all
I
right.
get where you're
So
going. I get where you're
I,
going.
I
But
want people
he
to stop saying
became.
that shit as if they don't know their history of fucking heroes and
But
cinema.
Maz, listen, wait. We did get our black hero. We did. Us that's in anime and comics and everything, we know that's not our first black hero. But from an industry standard, we got our first hero. That's all I'm saying. Take down your knowledge of comic books and everything.
Ain't no taking
Black
down my
Panther,
knowledge.
Black
We
Panther,
we can't
Black
we can't
Panther.
ignore the history of fucking Wesley Snipes in the three
You
movies
right.
that came 20 years before Black Panthers.
You
We can't
absolutely
we
right.
cannot
But
just throw that shit
you
out
right.
the
I'm with
window,
you. I'm with you. But
right?
at the same
We
time,
can't make that shit the pinnacle of what
listen.
black
What
movies should have been
Blade
because Black Panther
Blade
could have been better.
Blade could not have done what Black Panther did. Wesley Snipes could not have done what Chadwick done because of one thing. that movie I think was like rated R. It was not for kids. You're not taking your kids to go see Blade. There was no blood shown in Black Panther. It was rated PG-13.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. That's the point. There were kids in that movie theater. There was anime fans and comic book fans born in that moment when you see Chadwick Boseman come over the hill saying, "As you can see, I did not yield," and the crowd goes crazy.
Mhm.
It was a kid that sat there with his popcorn, mesmerized by his blackness being a superhero in that moment. So that was our first hero as a collective. Now, as African Americans and us being historians of the game, it wasn't our first hero. But we can't put that on little kids. But to
At,
now
at, at
take
the
that from our babies, that's crazy.
I'm not taking it from the babies, but I'm adding more to Chadwick Boseman, and I'm taking a lot from Black Panther for what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chadwick Boseman before Black Panther had a history of portraying great legendary black people before he played a black hero. Two of them for sure is
Yep.
Jackie Robinson and
Let me
James
back
Brown.
out of this. That's Marvel. Hell no.
Look,
That's
two of them
Marvel.
for sure is Jackie Robinson and James Brown, right?
Right.
Chadwick Boseman is in that realm of. Matter of fact, if Chadwick Boseman died, the guy that played Kane the Conqueror wouldn't be in that area of expert. He wouldn't be in that top area right now because he would still be here to hold down
Right.
that mantle, right? He was in that position of people that's being championed, the Michael B. Jordans, those guys. This movie's representation, right? If you look at it and watch it,
This is the
it
moment they
it's the
created.
wait. It's the Lion King storyline in live action with blackface.
Regardless of what you say, right? Regardless of what you say, there was a little black boy and a little black girl in that movie theater at that point that became an anime fan, that became a comic book fan. Their mama or their father took them to this thinking that this was just Chadwick Boseman cosplaying as Black Panther with Michael B. Jordan. But that kid, when that moment happened, forever was imprinted, and going forward, Black Panther was his hero. That forever. Like no matter what happens, Black Panther was his hero. When you go and you graduate high school and somebody say, "Who is your favorite superhero?" They're going to say Black Panther because of this very moment. So now what I'm saying is we need to expand from this. We have not done anything from this. Why have not Static Shock came out? Why not have Miles Morales came out? Why have all of these figures where you put a little black boy in a seat and you say you are powerful? Why have we not done that? That's all I'm saying.
Miles Morales has a movie in a video game.
And it's popular because of what? Because we wasn't expecting it. We wasn't expecting it. Now, as of right now, I think Ryan Coogler is the go-to guy when it comes to this type of thing. Like you're not going to make a black movie within Marvel, and there is no Ryan Coogler version at DC, which is the problem. That's why you're not going to get your Static Shocks. But I'm saying even DC should be seeing this, licking their chops because DC been getting their ass kicked by Marvel for forever when it comes to movies.
Yeah, but as far as your TV
It's been
series,
built
bro,
to ass. It's been built to ass every single year because DC don't know how to pivot. The moment DC saw Black Panther and what Black Panther did, DC should have opened up their book and said, "Let me see. I got Static Shock. I got this person. I got that person. Who can I get to produce this movie?" Because from there, they could have started fighting back.
so
Sprite only won because
here's
they
the
had the
thing:
black community.
Static Shock doesn't deserve a movie. He deserves a TV series. He deserves something that lasts more than just 2 hours. Now, are
I
you gonna
get you trying to
contest
give.
that?
I get you trying to give a
Would
compliment,
you
but
contest that he needs something more than 2 hours? Black Panther not as popular.
We've done that from, but we've done that from DC already. We've done that from DC already.
The fact that
DC has,
they haven't gave us another another Static Shock animation is appalling. I can see that.
Static Shock is the way right now. Because then you can start putting Easter eggs in for everybody else that's in their multi world, in a multiverse. But Static Shock,
they had an opportunity to give us Static Shock. They didn't.
but that's all. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like that is exactly what I'm saying. Every single turn, at every single turn, we are showing you that black representation that already has characters and don't need to steal from a Velma or somebody else. We have it already. What I think it is, they don't want to put. So right now, right now we are in a situation where we just got people that don't got the vision or they don't want to give us the money. Because even Storm is a prominent black figure within comics, and they're not going to give her own story. You don't need to go create another one. You got Storm when it comes to black women. You don't have to. If you hop over to the other side, you got Static Shock. You can produce these.
You know what comic probably put us in a position so where we would never get a strong black protagonist, like overly strong black protagonist.
Who's
like
that?
Another Luke Cage.
What's
American Gods and that shit that they did in that first season.
Who?
American Gods.
Oh, but Orlando bodied it. He bodied it. He embodied
it.
In that speech that he gave,
in reality, look at what came with that. The reality of the message that he sent. Look at the reality of the message that was sent.
Look at the acting. Skip what was said, because every character. So it's almost what you telling me. What you telling me is we don't want to wake them up. We don't want them to unite. We don't want them to feel empowered. We don't want them to do all of this.
If
that's true,
it's they.
If that's true, guess what? I'm looking at Jay-Z. I'm looking at you, Dr. Dre. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at y'all funny. You know why I'm looking at y'all funny? It's because y'all can parade around Kendrick Lamar and all of this other stuff and give him 5 Grammys and everything, and that y'all know y'all had something to do with it, but y'all not sitting up there saying, you know what, this is an untapped market. Let me stick my hand in it.
We're looking at people who are in.
I don't get it, dog.
We're looking at people whose only job is to entertain us to be civil rights movement leaders. That's not their fucking job. Their whole purpose is to entertain. Their whole thing is to be idolized on a stage.
What do you think comic book stuff is? Like comics, that's entertainment. You're doing something that you're good at. You can put a dope ass soundtrack to it. You can make money from that way. You got all these people within. Megan Thee Stallion will do amazing things as a female female support cast from Marvel or DC, because she loves this stuff, right? Like she would do an amazing job. You still got Halle Berry that's there that can play somebody. Denzel Washington is going to be in the Black Panther 3, but why did it have to take this type of sacrifice, basically, for us to get Denzel Washington in a hero movie? He ain't never played in a hero movie before. So y'all got all this power to make this stuff happen. Y'all have been had the power to make this stuff happen, and y'all not doing it. So it seems like, again, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but every single time we get to this point, I'm like, y'all know Black Panther was powerful. Why couldn't we have another black superhero in the movies? Like, you can't tell me it's not the budget, because Jordan Peele came out with one of the most fantastic lowest budget movies that put him on the next shelf. What was the movie called? Get Out? The budget for Get Out was nothing. And he still bodied it because of the story that he told. So you're not going to tell me that somebody ain't got this money that they could put up to create these stories. It comes off as almost like it's just they just don't want to do it. For whatever reason, it seems like you might be in cahoots to us, like you don't. like it's almost like there's an awakening that can happen that y'all don't want to happen because basically y'all can see that through media is what we get our awakening at. Why
All
you
right.
can give me a little Uzi Vert with
I'm,
his press on nails, but you can't get me a Static Shock
I'm gonna
who
give
has
it
a
to you.
strong father. Like Static Shock had a strong father figure. This is like for the first time in history, not in history, but for the first time for DC, you could give us a strong father figure. Damn, I can't talk. With a superhero. Why you
Mm.
not doing it? Because you scared it might revolutionize something? Why is Dr. Umar Johnson running around talking about starting a school when he need to be talking about, hey, media is the way right now. Let's put together a coalition to see if we can get more African American who has characters already.
Because the reality is this, right? Here's the reality of everything. In order for them to get to this point, right? I gotta start them off early, my nigga. Therefore, I need a school that pushes them to this point.
Let me tell you something.
40.
If we was to go on if we was listen if we was to go biblical, right?
Ain't no, we
If
ain't
we
gotta
was
go
to look
biblical.
at Lucifer,
Let's go use a real scenario, right?
all
In
I'm
your
gonna
house,
say is
in your household, who taught you how to use the bathroom?
my father.
A hands-on thing. And
In my household,
yeah,
my father.
taught you how to use the bathroom. That was your first
Mm-hmm.
teacher.
Yep.
One of the first things in life that you learn to live and be hygienic is not to piss on yourself and use the bathroom on yourself. That's one of the
Yep.
very first lessons you technically learn on your own,
Mm-hmm.
right? I can't take somebody from a point where they're fresh out of diapers to media is the way if you don't understand the context of things that you need to get to that point. I love that we have AI assistants now, but you have to get to a point where you understand what you're putting
I
into AI.
almost want to call one of the homies. He's a director. His name, I ain't gonna put his name out there, but he's over there in Africa right now. I grew up with him, and I almost want to ask him because I feel like he will have a little bit more insight as well. But he's gonna go deeper into the brainwashing and all of that stuff. So I don't quite want to go. I'm just saying it just seems like there's a bigger message that's going on because LeBron will motivate your child to be a basketball player. You know, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole will motivate your child to be a musician and an artist. But right now, if you was to look at it, and your son, I'm saying son because there's a lot of women, strong women roles that's being passed around. What male right now can your son look at it and be like, I want to be like him? The only reason why Buddy that play, I think Mufasa or the other dude is because women like him. It's one black dude that's like on the up and up right now, and it's because women like him. They think he's attractive. You know who I'm talking about.
I don't
He's a
know what
part
you're
of the
talking about.
Lion King series. Huh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me see.
I ain't been too. Oh, you talk about Buddy that played in Rebel Rail.
There you go. And he getting his upcoming because women think he's attractive. They doing the same thing to him they did to him, Buddy.
They doing
That's on
they
the
doing the
screen
same
right
shit.
now.
They doing the same shit to him that they doing to Jalen Hurts right now. Jalen Hurts have been to how many Super Bowls, and right now
You telling
y'all
us
just
in the
discovered
black
this
community.
man.
So you telling us in the black community who get most say? It ain't 50-50. You just told me in so many words who get most say in Hollywood and in the industry.
And guess what? Guess what they're not looking for? They're looking for a ideology of what a man is versus what a fucking real man is, bro.
I like
A real man can't survive off
that
his
baffles me.
image.
You can
Wait. A
you
real
can
man doesn't
quickly
survive off his image. He survives off the work that he puts in.
his grit, his right, all of that. So, that's what I'm saying. It's so quick to go find a strong woman role. You had 1,000 of them in Wakanda,
Fuck
but
Wakanda.
then
Y'all had the Woman King after that.
you see what I'm saying?
But
Like
yet,
when it comes
wait.
to
Wait.
when it comes to
Before the City
now
Girl
we
market,
cooking,
we had
now
a
we potted.
before the whole City Girl market, we had Olivia fucking Pope. But as of
Now we
right now,
cooking.
as of right now, outside of fucking celebrities, because we just spent hours speaking of celebrities, right? Who's the face of Black civil rights? And the first people we don't think of is Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, or somebody old as fuck. Who's the 40-year-old person that's speaking on behalf of Black rights?
Outside of Kamala, because she just came off of her high.
Because I ain't heard shit about Black Lives Matters lately.
But that's what I'm saying. Just keeping it anime, comic, movies. Y'all, they are quick to give. And this is no knock to get y'all money, sis. Get y'all money, queens. But when it comes to just black men and strong male roles, we got nobody. If you say Denzel Washington, yeah, Black Panther 3 coming out, cool. But there is no strong male role model in movies. So if y'all not giving it to us in movies, y'all not giving it to us in animation series, you're not giving us to it anywhere. How do you expect for somebody to just be proud to see that on screen? Black Panther was it. It was it. That's all they ever gave us, and look how that
wait,
performed. Then
and
y'all
that,
flipped the
wait,
script on us.
and it still had a bullshit narrative within it. You had to kill your cousin. You had to kill your cousin because of something your father did.
But that's the comic. That's the comic.
That's just the generation of the plot of it.
Yeah, that's the comic. The comic. We're gonna run with that. But then you take that because of unfortunate situations. You give us Black Panther 2. You hand over the crown to Shuri, which it's in the comic. I'm not tripping. But then you make her fall in love with who? Allude to she's falling in love with who?
Was it a woman?
Nah, buddy, that was on the other side.
Oh yeah, but they made that blacks
He
versus
was getting
Mexicans.
googly eyes for him.
Wait,
So
that was first. The first movie is black on black crime. The second movie is black on brown, wrapped in a hero movie.
So you basically, from part 1 to part 2, in so many ways said,
You
yeah, we're
dressed
gonna
up the
take the black.
bullshit that black people go through and gave it to them.
We basically said we're gonna give you black on black crime, and in a symbolic way, we're gonna take the black male role model out of the house, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna create chaos. You see what I'm saying?
Wait, isn't this is this not the narrative of Black Panther?
M'Baku, the character who played M'Baku, wanted to be king. He should have been king. He fought the man to have the crown, and then when he had the rightful crown, he goofy. M'Baku was never goofy in the comic books. I can tell you that. He was to be feared. He was
You
to be
talking about the gorilla guy in the comics?
Yeah, Gorilla King.
Yeah.
M'Baku.
Yeah. That whole nation ain't no
Y'all
ain't no
gave us
goofy.
the Q culture. Y'all gave us the Q culture, embedded that into M'Baku and his crew, and then made him goofy in real life. He was not to be played with in the comic books. But then when it was time to be a king and to step up and be a man, you got Siri fighting frontlining. But what was M'Baku?
No, you do what America conditioned the women to do. We need to step up and be in that position and push the men back. Baby, you are not the protector. Your job is to make sure these kids are nurtured. My
So
job
when
is to put my life and body on the line.
listen, I keep saying it. We cooking now. This I'm gonna chop this up, and this might be going out tonight. Because we cooking now.
It comes down to that. It legitimately comes down to like, all right, what are we selling? Like, yeah, everybody looked at the Black Panther movie, but me being in production when I went to go see it, I'm like, oh, within the first 15 minutes, y'all just resold us Black Panther. I mean, y'all resold us the Lion King as Black Panther.
I'm off of that. I don't care. I don't care nothing about that, bro.
And
I
then
don't care
the
nothing.
backside was
Listen, I
this.
don't care nothing about that. I don't care nothing about that. All I'm saying is we got a list of heroes, black heroes, and most of them are men. We don't want to put all of these are black superheroes right here. I'm gonna pull it up. All of these are black superheroes. For the love of us, we got a huge opportunity. We got a huge opportunity to make any of these people the forefront or to give them a movie. We know we can't sit up here and say we don't watch TV. That's all we do is watch TV. Cyclone, Nighthawk, Counter Strike, Plexus, Sister Spooky, Amanda Amazing. Like Black Lightning was a big one. And what was he? A strong father figure. Y'all gave us Black Lightning, and it did good.
Matter of fact, if they want to introduce Static Shock, that was DC. Did they do it?
That's what
Fuck
I'm
no.
saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
So it's
Y'all
all about
present us more fatherless. They give us more fatherless homes, and then try to use it as a trend that he had to overcome this. Or matter of fact, y'all don't even. It's Bumblebee,
what you
black
mean,
character.
Bumblebee?
Bumblebee was black. It say Captain Marvel in here, but I don't believe that for a second.
Yeah, Captain Marvel's black, bro. And they call him Blue Marvel, I believe.
Captain Marvel is a woman, bro.
Captain Marvel is also the Blue Marvel. It's a black
That
guy.
chunk.
Used to be a professor or some shit of the sort.
Like we got so many Dr.
Like
Midnight.
you ain't never heard of Blue Marvel?
I've heard of Blue Marvel. Who is this? Dr. Miss.
What comic is that?
First appearance is 1978. Global Guardians, Primal Force, Power Abilities. Dr. Miss is an African sorcerer whose powers stem from connection with the mystic source known as Flame of Life. This contact has granted him a range of abilities, including the manipulation of illusion. So you basically giving me a black version of Doctor Strange, alternate reality, summoning creatures, conjuring objects. Man,
Bro, you got Dr. Voodoo in the Doctor Strange universe. You got so many. Matter of fact, we ain't even got to go off comic book characters. We can go off Black lore. We can go off. We can use an Anansi movie. Anansi movie.
mm-hmm. Absolutely. We can even just go in. I hate to say it, we could go in voodoo culture because voodoo is not all bad. If we were going to talk about lore, we could go back to New Orleans and talk about Papa. What is Papa Ligba?
Yeah. But then again,
We could go to Haitians. We could
once you
go to
go too
Haitian
far
lore.
back, can we do it? Can we do it without it being a black exploitation film?
You could do so. Here's the thing: Hollywood is smart enough to not. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Right. So if you have a black superhero, you can't have a white antagonist because then that looks racist. You can't have a black protagonist and then have a black antagonist because that's black on black crime. So you're screwed regardless.
You can't have a white superhero and a black villain.
Which is a
That,
problem to
that
me.
shit that should have demonized black people.
But that's what I'm saying. Because of what? Woke culture. I think Lex Luger
That ain't
is
even
better
woke
off.
culture, bro. Some of that shit's ignorance, bro. Think about it. If you put out a movie that demonizes black people, man, we if they put out movies where black folks lynch white folks, nigga, white people have an uproar. They barely like Queen and Slim.
Because the movie was trash.
The movie was trash, but look at the plot of it.
It was trash. That's it. It was trash.
The
It's
other
trash.
little movie when they was trying to kill the black cop, the chick that was a black cop, the white cop's trying to kill a chick that's a black cop.
Oh, but that's all I'm saying. You right, but all I'm saying is we missed an opportunity by a long shot.
If we
Like,
bringing up comic book movies, they even did the shit in Bright with Will Smith.
Yeah.
It works.
that was a big thing.
In that universe, y'all could have escalated on that one.
But see, at least I think the murmurs is the Green Lantern is supposed to be Buddy. He kind of looked like he would be a Green Lantern.
The best Green Lantern is black.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The dude from that movie,
Buddy could definitely be Jon Stewart.
Yeah, he's supposed to be. I don't know his name. Apologies, but what is dude's name?
Sakamoto Days of John Wick.
Sakamoto Days of John Wick. I'm taking. Is the question who wins in the battle? Or which one do I take? Or which one do I take? Like overall, like
nobody dog got killed and nobody family got hurt. It's just a sparring match.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Sakamoto Days is what happens once they come in and kill the family. Sakamoto is John Wick. They are the same person. Right. It's just before and after. John Wick had a family. They came in, popped his family off, and then that's when Sakamoto loses all the weight again and becomes John Wick.
Okay.
That go my lore. That's my created lore. I'm gonna hop on that. So I'm gonna say that again. Sakamoto Days is John Wick. The only thing that happened is in this different multiverse, John Wick doesn't lose his family. He becomes Sakamoto Days. And in Sakamoto Days, if he loses his family, he becomes John Wick. Stamp it. Stamp it. Stamp it. They the same person. They the exact same person.
Yeah, they both the boogeyman of their universe.
They the exact same person. They are both assassins. There's a central assassin intelligence that used to use their service, but then once they got out the service, they knew that this person knew too much, and they had to knock him off because just the idea of this person being out there and being a boogeyman was a threat to them. So, with that being said, the process started. They are the same person. One has a dog, and the other one didn't. No, actually, Sakamoto got a dog.
Yeah.
Oh,
John Wick had a wife too until she passed.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same. It's the same thing. It's just different universe. Same thing. Same thing. Just like I'm trying to figure out between. They gonna hit us with some bullshit, and we gonna realize Goku got a brother somewhere, and then all hell gonna break loose.
You retarded. Goku do got a brother somewhere.
I know.
He killed him.
I know. But what am I saying? Listen to what I'm saying again. Goku gonna realize he got a brother somewhere, and all hell gonna break loose.
Shit, he barely remember he got an extra son.
Everybody forget about Goten. Goten, he serves no purpose. Goten might be the worst anime character.
Goten is that nigga, baby. Bro, listen. I don't know where the fuck Goten came from, but I remember Pen being there one day. And then all of a sudden it was Pen, Goten, Trunks. And I'm like, Pen was grown. Pen supposed to be grown. What the fuck is going on?
One day he's going to have a daughter, and she's going to be the strongest out of all of them. Watch what's going to happen. Once Disney get to that genre, Goku's going to have a little girl, and she's going to be the strongest out of all of them. Watch.
Did they ever did they ever do a movie with the green hair? not the green hair, but the turquoise. Not the off-brand race of the Saiyans. I can't think of that nigga name right now. Damn, I can't think of his name. What is this off-brand nigga name? The steampunk looking one.
I don't know who you talking about. Oh, are we talking about Buddy that's a Saiyan, but he like a good Saiyan? He like a scout or something like that?
I don't think they are Saiyan race. They like an off-brand race of the Saiyans.
No, he clearly said, I'm a Saiyan. He was like, not all of us destroy stuff. I know who you talk about. He is literally off-brand as hell. He off-brand. He a weenie. He a little weenie looking dude.
They gave me everybody but him. His name like Goliath or something like that.
So we got Kaba. You know who Kaba is, right?
Who?
Kaba.
Which one
That's
is
who
that?
you talk about. Kaba. I got you. I'm finna pull it up on the screen. You
Kaba?
probably look it up before me. Kaba.
No, I'm looking up somebody else. I'm looking up Buddy from the manga, bro.
You not talking about this person right here?
Not Kaba. I know who Kaba is.
Kaba look off-brand as hell.
No, bro. Fuck is this nigga's name?
We did another hour 15. So into that, who is this person's name so I can pull the picture up? Because we about to end this. And I'm finna be dropping clips after clip. If y'all made it this far, make sure y'all follow your boy.
Jesus Christ, what is this nigga's name?
Because he don't know what he talking about. He losing his mind over there. We the hottest anime show coming up. I ain't gonna lie to you. We coming up. And we got more people coming. We got more guests coming. We got more artists coming. Right? And it's up to culture. This is what we do. If you want to be a panelist, hit your boy out. Black NASDAQ Relations at gmail.com.
That's so horrible. I don't know this guy's name at the moment.
Because
I believe
this guy, he got amnesia. He ain't even 40 years old yet.
It ain't froze. It ain't.
All he got to do is say Kaba to save himself.
It ain't Cowboy, bro. The nigga ain't skinny. He got like a steampunk look.
Is it Yamoshi? You know who Yamoshi is?
I'm trying. It might be.
Yamoshi. Do I have to pull Yamoshi up or you gonna pull it up? I got you.
This nigga.
That's blurry as hell. We can't see that.
I know you can't see that. I'm trying to find out what this nigga name.
He's a very righteous.
That nigga name is Grano Granola.
Dragon Ball Z and they vegetable names, man. Oh, this is
Off-brand saying. Off-brand saying that's not Cap. Right? Can't say
why
that
you
ain't
calling him
off-brand
off-brand saying when Goku is half not Goku, but Gohan is half human, half saying he the off-brand saying.
No, he's a hybrid saying. Off-brand saying are people that's not identified as saying, they just look like.
I'm in this. I'm over. We're gonna go further down the rabbit hole.
Hey,
Make sure
it's so
like
crazy because he have a race called Syrians. Oh yeah,
in this
we
damn
we
in
we
this
can talk
damn
about